Now let's animate the tag icon. I'll start by placing the time indicator at 20th frame on the timeline. Similar to the previous icon, I'll select the two tag layers and set keyframes for their positions. Next, I'll move the time indicator forward to 1 minute on the timeline. Select one layer and use the Shift key along the arrow keys to adjust its position slightly. I'll repeat this step for the other layer, ensuring both layers are keyframes set for their desired positions. Moving the time indicator to the next significant point parallel to the previous icon's keyframes, I'll insert keyframes here, bring the tags back to their default position. To achieve this, I'll copy the first keyframe of each layer position. Now the animation should play out as before, with the tags moving apart and then returning to their default positions. To ensure a smooth movement, I'll select all the keyframes, right-click, and choose Keyframe Assistant, then Easy Ease. Additionally, I've animated the slash layer by adding rotation. I'll position the time indicator according to the set a keyframe for rotation by pressing R. Then I'll move the time indicator to the end of this animation segment, rotation value to 360 degrees, indicating a full rotation of the slash layer. I'll also apply Easy Ease to this rotation keyframe. Let's preview the animation by pressing spacebar. Okay, now to refine the smoothness of these animations, I'll adjust the graph editor. Here, I'll select the specific points and adjust them to fine-tune the easing. I'll focus on adjusting the rotation graph individually by clicking on a rotation graph line and adjusting the handles accordingly. Let's see how the animation looks now. After making adjustments to the graph editor, I'll switch back to the timeline. If I feel that the rotation of slash should be faster and complete multiple rotation, I'll select the last keyframe and modify the rotation value. For instance, setting the rotation value to 10 would mean the slash rotates 10 times between these keyframes. To add the motion blur effect to the slash rotation, I'll toggle the keyframe switches by clicking here and enable motion blur for the rotation layer. Let's preview the animation again to see the updated motion blur effect. If the rotation appears too intense, I can adjust the rotation value accordingly. For example, reducing the value from 10 to 5 rotations. Perfect. That's it for the animating the tag icon. In the next video, we'll animate the magnifier icon.